So this present moment is somehow doing the impossible. It's appearing as something that is like spacious. It has space, but actually it does not have space. So it's like just one point, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really, really strange.
Yeah,
like magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impossible. At the end of
Yeah.
the day, it's impossible, and the truth is a paradox.
Yeah.
And there's only so many ways and labels that one could put on it. At the end of the day, they're all futile.
Yeah, and I can't even say if it's good or bad. So
Somewhere
it
in
just
between.
is, right? So that's something that triggered a bit anxiety for me. Like, is this good or is this bad? This happening? I don't know. These categories, you cannot apply those categories. Like, is this good that this is happening, or is it bad that this is happening? I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. What? How? Wouldn't know. What? I need to know.
Yeah, right. I've had that pondering recently as well. I'm like, are we in heaven or is this hell?
Yeah. Right.
My mind, maybe I'm a little idealistic. It leans more toward heaven because I feel as though once one comes into the moment, there is this somewhat felt, indescribable, unfathomable love. And that love is just, it goes beyond the concept of love. But like feeling that and having that energy just run through leads me to believe that we're not in hell. It leads me to believe that this is actually by default some kind of good place, if you want to really simplify it in that way, because I felt some kind of love previously, and maybe I can feel it right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Love gives me hope and faith, I guess. Maybe that's my idealism speaking. I don't know.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What comes to my mind when you say that is that sometimes I'm trying to find the love in moments where this present moment is like not very pleasant, like being sick, being angry. Something is really like, I don't like the present moment, and like where is the love in that, you know? So, and that's also something that that's a hurdle for people who are new to non-duality, like accepting the idea of that everything is unconditional love, like everything, like war, murder, I don't know what. So no matter how vicious it is that you come up with, how bad it might be, it's unconditional love. And that's something that a lot of brains have a hard time to process that somehow, to accept that it's everything is unconditional love, and everything is already perfectly fine and in order.
Yeah, that is tough, right? That is tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah,
it's tough to reconcile that, because it's like, how are atrocities unconditional love? But it's like, I guess, I mean, how would I explain that? I don't even know. It's because the love is what's real. All of these so-called atrocities is just another phenomena that's essentially just an illusion within unconditional love.
Yeah.
I guess that's how I would try to describe it. But it's like just the fact that like those atrocities or horrible stuff can happen and yet they pass. I guess that is sort of loving in a way, the love of our freedom to be able to commit atrocities. I know that sounds crazy, but the fact that we have the freedom, we have the free will, at least maybe a conceived free will, to be able to do that. And then ultimately at the end of the day, even though there may be in some of these atrocities a lot of people being harmed, at the end of the day, what we really are is not harmed at all. It's like what this love is, this unconditional love is, how do I put this? It goes beyond any kind of harm or sickness or pestilence that the body could endure. And that is loving. But it comes with that mindset. It's hard to explain, man.
Impossible actually. So, but
exactly.
I think you're doing great.
I'm trying.
No, I think I don't use this term unconditional love so much anymore, because it's the term love is overloaded with all those meanings that people are projecting onto this term. So I think that most people, when they hear unconditional love, they are looking for something pleasant, something that for the body feels pleasant, that it's a good experience, like dopamine, serotonin, oh, love. Yeah, right. But that's not, I think that's not what is meant when it's used in the context of non-duality. So for me, it's more like this unconditional love is just a placeholder for this, also a placeholder for this present moment, which like makes possible that this present moment is just happening no matter what is happening, but it makes it possible that this is happening.
So I gotcha.
Sometimes I like this thought of when I have a bad day, when I'm having a bad day or whatever, so I don't feel well, then I ask myself, so what's the choice? Like, is the choice of feeling good right now versus feeling bad right now, or is the choice feeling bad right now or not being at all? Like, and then I'm like, I think I like feeling bad. Oh, I like that somehow. It got easier. Like when the other choice is just not, this present moment is not happening at all. So it's life or not life.
That's good. Life or not life. It's a good way to put it. I like how you said the unconditional love makes it possible for this moment to happen. And in this moment, it could be some very dark things, but at least there is the happening. And that is held within the container of this so-called unconditional love.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I had an experience where I had this like it was like a thought or an image, I don't know. It was like that life or reality is perfectly balanced. So no matter how bad it is that is happening, that means that the other thing, the opposite is also there. It's available. Like, so when the bad is happening, the good is available, because it's every time this thing moves to one side, so then it's also moving to the other side simultaneously. It's creating this like a space of possible things, you know? So, and you need to have the good and the bad. So everything is, when it's in balance, all sides are there.
Yeah. It's all about the balance.
Yeah.